Hello, hello, party people. I know I talked about this before, but the few people I've asked, they they're trying to tell me that trying to rationalize with me that I don't really owe my workplace where I'm also a client. Do I owe them anything? And the thing I always think about is this: if it weren't for my workplace being a mental health and substance abuse clinic, would I still be alive? And I think, let's just say I would want to gamble on it. So logically, like my success, my future endeavors, that's the best way you can pay someone else back, or someone else. Um, I'm trying to keep that in mind, because like another question you have to ask is what is enough? And no, I get that I'm being paid for my work or whatever, or compensated. Like I want to think that I'm doing good in terms of, like, karma and whatnot, or that I'm paying it forward, so to speak. I don't know. As I dive deeper into the rabbit hole of trying to find other employment, I think about it a lot. I think that should I just stay there? And I wouldn't mind staying there. I was talking to someone about this, coworker about this. I wouldn't mind staying there, but I don't want to be in the same position that I am in now. I would like to become full time, for example. I would even take part time, honestly, starting out. But it's not on the table, and I don't see it happening in the foreseeable future. I mean, would I mind being a lifer, so to speak? Again, it just comes down to, I wouldn't mind, but I don't want to be in the same position the whole time. The same rank on the hierarchy. I'm not even sure something like that has been achieved before at that particular place. I don't know. I've never asked around. Maybe one of my coworkers know, but could I be the first? I wouldn't mind. Like, not even for the prestige, but the actual advancement of normal life, if you want to call it that. I wish there was an easier solution to this. Some sort of compromise that would make all of this easier. And I don't see one. I thought I saw one, but nowadays I don't see it. And at the end of the day, do I have to do what is best for myself? Of course. So why don't I want to? At what point, all the people I talk to on a regular basis, strangers, at what point is it over? At what point, like, it would take an X amount of what people to make things right. At what point have I fulfilled my debt, so to speak? And the thing is, there probably is not a debt. Maybe that's the wrong terminology, but again, do I owe them anything? That's the question I've been asking myself. If there's any other way to do this, I would. I don't see another. I don't see a third option. If the only options were to stay or to go, there's no third option. There's no in between. There's like. I don't know. The people I've talked to, some of them being higher ups, they're trying to convince me out of it. That, you know, like, at some point, it's okay to move on with my life. At some point, all the quote unquote people I've helped, are we at the point where it's enough yet? I don't know. That's assuming I've helped people. No, of course I know that, like, what I do helps a lot of people. It's a good thing. It is arguably a good deed, etc. I don't know. Maybe I just don't want to leave what I'm comfortable with, as unhappy as it might be, or can be. I'll figure it out, though. I've got some time to think about it. I'll figure out the best approach to the situation, and I'll think about it. I try not to think too hard. Take care of yourselves and each other, guys.